Ugh. Okay, not valid. No.
the button and go. These two overlay types are just the beginning for Sidekick. Dom and his team have been working at it nonstop ever since its launch, improving the user experience, and I 100% recommend that you try it out, especially now that it's free. Why not? Sidekick also has two new widgets on the horizon that I know of. They are looking to integrate polls and a social rotator. If you're a fan of tutorials for content creators, I've got a video about balancing your audio in OBS, especially for live streaming. But if you're more so into the hardware review side of things, you can check out
Ugh, it's too bad you can't sort these to like menu.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Rob and welcome to Stream Deck Secrets, a brand new series where I showcase a bunch of cool things you can do with the Elgato Stream Deck. This is episode 1, the pilot episode, so we're going to be going through some very basic functions like adding your first action and making folders and profiles and what's the difference between them. Before we dive in, I do want to say a massive thank you to Elgato for sending out the Stream Deck Plus for today's video. But for now, let's say you want to go ahead and make this little function right here, the Open Google web page. All you want to do for that, in your list of plugins, you want to search for website. Drag that over, and you now have a website button, but it's not going to do anything yet. So to get started, all you want to do is type in the URL. In this case, let's just type in Google, and when you tap that button, just like that, you have created your first action. Now, another example of a good action would be this one right here, which controls my light. When I tap this one, things are going to get very bright. Yep, that's still unbearable. I can do this because I have the Elgato key light, which basically means I can control everything my light does from temperature to brightness through the Stream Deck app or just from my PC. And for the key light, we use a plugin called Control Center, which is this guy right here. If you want to go ahead and set the brightness, for instance, you can just drag that over. You now have a button that does it, and we can turn this all the way up to 100% when we push the button, or we can turn it all the way down. That's completely up to you. I like to keep it at around about 50%, but there we go. That is another example of how to set up an action. Now, let's say you want to keep all of your actions organized. What is the best way of doing it? Because we have pages and pages, but you don't want to be scrolling for days like this, just kind of working your way through them all to find the one that you want. Well, you have two options really. You can go ahead and make a folder, something like this, but the issue with it is you have this back button. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but you can't move it. So if you want to keep things organized, it can kind of get in the way. And also you're limited to just these buttons on the screen. There's no option to add more pages like there was a second ago. Your other option would be to add a new profile. And to do so, you're going to want to start by just going up here and clicking on this little guy right here. Go all the way down to the bottom, new profile. And just like that, you're going to be in this weird empty space and it's going to look kind of scary. How do I get back?
Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
An all-new 2020 starts right now.
Family secrets are spilling out.
I need my daddy.
A teenager with a strange demeanor.
She's clutching a teddy bear.
How can she be actually 18 years of age?
And an even stranger story about her missing mother.
I didn't know Bonnie was gonna go missing.
Something happened to her. She didn't just disappear on her own free will.
So you knew something was really wrong.
Pretty much.
Has she ever disappeared before?
No.
Whoever has my sister, please let her know.
Maybe somebody saw her somewhere at a bus station, at a train station, in a cab, at the mall.
Nathan, you've agreed to walk us through a few areas. We're running out of time.
He said, at times I feel like I have the devil living inside me.
Turns out Bonnie wasn't the only missing person in that household.
Police in Alton need the public's help finding a missing woman. Bonnie Woodward was last seen Friday afternoon.
It's a missing persons case that will confound an Illinois community. Flooding seasoned investigators with no shortage of witnesses.
And then possibly try to get her.
These interviews happening in this room, right here, focusing on one person, one mother of four, whose sudden and perplexing disappearance sets off alarm bells. It all started at the end of a day's shift, one afternoon in June.
Bonnie Woodward got off around 3 p.m. that day. She was working at what was called Unismith Nursing Home here in Alton. It was a normal day of work for her.
47 years old, worked at the nursing home for over 25 years, I believe, and just a woman who was reliable.
Being a nurse's aide that's a lot of caregiving.
She did it forever. She loved what she did.
She went to work, she worked her shift, and then would come home to her children every night, as well as Gary Wilmerth, who she was dating at the time.
Gary knew that she had some sort of staff meeting after work from 2 to 3. So he really wasn't expecting her home until, 3:34.
That boyfriend, Gary Wilmerth, says he tries getting a hold of Bonnie around 4 o'clock. But his call goes straight to voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Everybody was like, she would call if she was 5 minutes away.
Oh no, everything she did was on a schedule.
Nobody had seen her. This was very abnormal for Bonnie. She was always in communication with her family.
After she didn't return home, her family members, they reached out, they tried to call her, they tried to text her, and no response.
And by the next morning, when Bonnie doesn't show up for work, her co-workers are alarmed by something they see in the parking lot.
Her red Chevy Avalanche was still parked at the nursing home, had not moved from the previous date. Windows had been down even during the overnight hours.
She loved that truck. She worked really hard to get that truck. She absolutely loved it. So she wouldn't have just left it.
At that point, it was clear that there was something wrong. And Gary reported her disappearance to our department the morning of the 26th. When we work on the missing person and we're dealing with an adult, you have to keep in mind the possibility if they just want to take a break. They want to get away from family and friends, and that's natural. Also have to look into what's usual and what's their history.
Detectives assigned to the case soon learn that 47-year-old Bonnie Woodward is a force of nature.
Bonnie survived breast cancer. She was a fierce mother to 4 children.
Bonnie has 2 grown children from her first marriage, Joseph, who's 28, and Jennifer, 26. Bonnie is also mom to 2 stepkids, Heather and Aaron. She adopted them after their father, Bonnie's third husband, passed away.
Heather was about 17 years old at this time, and Aaron was special needs, and she cared for him every day.
Bonnie is also a devoted grandmother. She grew up as one of 9 siblings, so she has a large, extended family. What kind of aunt was she?
She was the aunt that took a second to actually listen to you if something was going on.
And she had a big personality.
Oh, yeah, no, huge personality. Very loving. Her house is where a lot of the cousins all congregated. She had this little case in her living room, and she'd have little figurines and random stuff that had dolphins on it. None of it made sense to me, but she loved them.
So she was the social hub.
Kind of, yeah. She kind of liked having everybody around.
So you knew something was really wrong.
Pretty much.
With the clock ticking, the Alton detectives start their missing person investigation where you'd expect, at the last place she was reported on the scene.
This is where Bonnie worked.
Yes, this Eunice Smith nursing home.
And she was a very consistent employee.
Yes, didn't miss any work at all, and certainly wouldn't miss without calling in.
And so, where was her car parked?
It was in the spot shoe.
And the windows were rolled down?
Yeah, windows were rolled down, so you would have to imagine that she expected to come back to the vehicle.
Back here, presumably no surveillance was captured.
No, at that time there was no surveillance back here that we could rely on.
Without any surveillance footage, officers are hopeful that Bonnie's car may actually give them some clues as to what may or may not have happened.
The vehicle, there's no significant damage to it or anything like that that would cause us any alarm. And upon looking at the inside, there was no evidence of a struggle. So we ended up having this vehicle towed to our police department, secured, until we could process it, and also dusted for prints.
One of the early things was how Bonnie Woodward was really regular with cashing her paycheck. The day she disappeared was payday.
8-minute
and
timer
she would,
canceled.
every time she was paid on Fridays, she would take that check to the bank.
That was a ritual.
Ritual. The check never got cashed. She never went to the bank.
Nothing happened with any of her phone, social media, bank accounts, all went dead as of 4 p.m. that day.
And so then we have to look at what other troubles that she may have in her life. We have to look at prior relationships. We have to look at Gary Wilmarth, her current boyfriend.
And so what did you find when you dug into Gary's background?
Gary's got a colorful past. He's a convicted felon, and they've had some domestic issues.
And just for the record, sir, what is your name, your full name?
Gary, G-A-R-Y.
Okay.
Wilmarth, W-I-L-M-U-R-T-H.
Bonnie was the love of my life, and she was a good-hearted woman, and I mean, she put up with me, and I mean, that wasn't easy.
When Gary's talking to police, he tells them that they've been an on and off couple for about 7 years.
Everything good over the past 10 months between you two? Ever any arguments or fights or domestics?
Little money problem, you know, because construction's slow.
Right.
But we've been working it out.
I mean, I'm not a good boy. I mean, I've had a record myself in the past. I paid my time, and Bonnie knew that. Bonnie still loved me. She didn't care what I did in my past. And these cops sure did.
Have you heard anything from her at all since
Nothing.
then? Nothing.
Nothing.
Bonnie's daughter, Jennifer, alibied him at home.
And Gary was waiting for her to get home because
She said they were both there the whole day together.
And ultimately, he did end up doing a polygraph examination and passed it.
But as investigators start talking to Bonnie's co-workers, they learn she was last seen getting into a strange car with an unknown man.
I guess I had never seen the man before.
The police wondered, could Bonnie be having an affair? Or was it something worse?
Nothing is out of the realm of possibility. How did she know this person?
I mean, Mom had to have known the person she got into the car with.
Going into its third day, a baffling mystery is unfolding in Alton, Illinois, a river town outside St. Louis. Nurse's aide and mom of 4, Bonnie Woodward, vanishes in broad daylight.
just before her 48th birthday.
Alton, it's a nice little town. It's situated on the Mississippi River and the Illinois River. It has a vibrant downtown, a lot of history, and it's a great place to live and work.
So, with no sign of Bonnie anywhere, her family goes to the media, her older brother tearfully pleading with the public.
I want my sister. Somebody please call us and let us know what's going on. We don't know nothing.
Nobody wanted this case solved more than her siblings.
Whoever has my sister, please let her go.
Bonnie's sister Rebecca and her niece Rachel don't hesitate to join in on the efforts, making the 700-mile drive to Alton from their home in Louisiana. Why were you concerned enough to get in the car and start driving?
Well, because she wouldn't just not come home. I just remember having a stack of flyers and going around and putting them on every telephone pole that I could.
The police naturally talked to the people that had last seen Bonnie.
Can I get your last name?
Bosley, B-A-U-S-I-L-Y.
Wanda Bosley was one of the co-workers that worked with Bonnie at the Eunice Smith nursing home.
We have to find out how Bonnie was during the day. Was she acting appropriate? Was she, upset about anything?
Okay, and so you went into this meeting, she was in the meeting, you got out around 3 o'clock, and what happened then?
So, well, at first, like in the meeting, I just want to say Bonnie's, when she talks, she's loud and she seemed different to me. She was quiet and her voice was more mellow like mine now. And I remember thinking, man, Bonnie seems a little different today.
After that staff meeting, Wanda says she headed to the back parking lot to get into her car. Out of the corner of her eye, she spots Bonnie. And she's not alone.
She was standing, like, say if this is the back of her truck, the guy was standing here. And I was looking, and Bonnie had walked up the side of her truck to the driver's door. And the guy was just standing there. I didn't see anything strange, but it kind of seemed strange because I guess I had never seen the man before.
Can you describe the guy for me?
He was a white male. He looked like he wasn't very tall, maybe 5'8", 5'9" or so. He was like a medium-sized guy. His hair was a salt and pepper, more grayer than black.
Turns out, Wanda is not the only coworker to have witnessed this strange sighting. Multiple people report to police seeing this mystery man sitting in a gray or silver sedan similar to a Chevy Malibu, waiting for Bonnie to get out of her staff meeting.
So the gray Chevy Malibu was directly to the right of her vehicle.
Plenty of people saw him.
Yeah, after the meeting, people would see her interacting with him outside both vehicles and ultimately got into the car with him.
She did get into the car willingly, and it did not appear that she was forced or anything like that.
Police in Alton need the public's help finding a missing woman, 48-year-old Bonnie Woodward.
The information regarding the person that people had seen on that parking lot was crucial.
She reportedly was seen talking to someone inside a gray or silver Chevy Malibu.
So talking to the family and friends, did anybody like a past relationship match the description?
And you don't know anybody off the top of your head who would have a silver Malibu?
Her ex-boyfriend, Chester, McAdams. Chester's dad has a 2009 Impala. If you put an Impala and the Malibu side by side, there's just a little bit of difference. It'd be hard to tell the difference.
That's true. Who does this guy sound like to you? You know
Chester McAdams. That's the only guy I can figure out that fits the description. It's Chester. I mean, I don't like to pinpoint a guy out, but Chester fits every description. And like the silver Impala, his dad has a silver Impala.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah, because he used to date my mom.
Chester McAdams piques the detective's interest not only because he dated Bonnie for a year, but he also has an extensive criminal record.
Bonnie started to see him, and then I showed back up in the picture and ran him off.
Me and Bonnie's been together probably 7 or more years. We parted
Sup,
about
nerd?
a little over 2 years, and
No.
that's when she got.
Nah, you're not even here, bud. So don't even start yelling across the room.
Big time hate each other?
Oh, I mean,
Fist fights?
I run into him in the bar. He was mad because me and Bonnie got back together.
So I kind of thought maybe he was upset and might have did something to her.
And sir, for the record, I just need your last name.
McAdam. Capital M, small c, capital A-D-A-M-S.
And your first, sir?
Right, try not to
With
stand on that,
Chester,
bro.
it was
That
a
thing
very
is weak
rocky
as fuck.
relationship that Bonnie had with him.
We'd break up, she'd kick me out, and I'd be gone for a week or so, and then I'd be moved back in.
I've been down that
Nah,
road.
his nerd is
So
taking
then,
forever, too.
then it would be 2 or 3 months, and then I'd be kicked out again, and then back and forth. And then about 2 months before Gary got out, she kicked me out, and then next thing I know, Gary's living there.
The family largely was saying, hey, you guys need to look at Chester McAdams. When we found Chester McAdams, he's got a beard, he's got a ponytail.
Chester clearly doesn't match the description of the man co-workers saw days earlier in the parking lot with Bonnie. But what about that tip from Bonnie's daughter Jennifer, who said Chester's father drives a silver Chevy Impala? Detectives want to talk it over with father and son.
Do you ever drive his truck or Impala, anything like that? Do you ever allow him to borrow it for any reason?
No. I would never ask my dad to borrow his
Waiting
vehicle.
for later.
He'd say no.
Well, I know I'd say no right off the bat, so,
Right.
you know.
Don't even bother asking.
Don't even bother asking.
Well, I mean, we're investigating this missing person. Right.
Bro, I came in here to talk shit, but if you're not gonna come back so talk shit, no fun.
I hope it's nothing.
Chester McAdams
I'll
was
fight you.
willing and
Fight me.
cooperative with us. Ultimately,
I fucking
did
will.
not have
Bring
direct
it.
access to a vehicle that was
Bet.
like that. And also, we checked in with his employer
Doing,
and they
loser?
confirmed that he was at work.
Chilling.
So that
What
was
you doing?
a dead end for us.
Cooking.
What are you making?
Spaghetti, pasta, whatever.
It sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. Saying on the stream earlier, like I usually just say pasta because I don't use spaghetti noodles because spaghetti noodles are boring.
Yeah.
So today I'm using zucchini.
Nice. I went and got a whole cigar thing today.
Why?
So I can smoke a fucking cigar. What do you mean, why?
Don't smoke cigars. It's disgusting.
No way, bro. They're so good.
Gross. Might as well smoke 6 packs of cigarettes all at once. Weirdo.
Don't fucking tempt me.
Gross. Disgusting.
Cigars are alright.
Yeah, when I was a smoker, I didn't mind cigars. Now, literally anything they smoke is just disgusting.
Yeah, I like these. It's called Acid. And those are the cigars I like.
Mm.
And we just got a new spot in town that actually has like a humidor that you can walk into.
Yeah. And
So I
freeze.
was checking
Nice.
it out and picked up 2 cigars. So and I'm setting
Interesting.
up. What are you bitching about?
Who's bitch?
Just let you know. Just a small town dude here to play games. Yeah, so my other kid is here and setting him up on Pred.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
What are you
so
doing that's that child?
him versus AI. He was level 6 and they were level 13.
Doing that
So
child.
he got a little ways to go.
You think?
Yeah.
Letting him be bullied by AI. What's wrong with you?
Dude, straight up.
That's crazy.
Turns out I'm pretty good on keyboard and mouse on Pred.
Glad somebody is.
Doesn't mean I'm going to play it.
Hmm. So you went to get what? You went to get a cigar and pizza and the kid, or what?
No, so earlier today went to get groceries and vape juice, and while I was at the vape store, the new vape store that I went to, and they have a humidor. So I went in there, and they actually had the cigars I like, which are the acid. If they didn't have the acid, I wasn't gonna buy anything besides the vape juice. And so they had the acid. I got a 2-pack of the short acid cigars, and then a regular acid cigar, and then I got a torch cutter and a cigar ashtray. Actually, just shake the mouse, and then my other kid wanted to come over and just hang out, so he came over, and then he wanted to stay a night, so he stayed the night.
Oh.
And then before he got here, I ordered pizza, and our Pizza Hut doesn't have any drivers. So
shit.
they send everything out through DoorDash.
Mm.
DoorDash took it to the wrong address, dropped it off. And so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I want my fucking pizza. And so it was a big hassle. I had to go down and get it.
Did they refund your shit? Because they would have refunded my shit.
I had to fucking call DoorDash to get it refunded.
Mhm.
It was $50 fucking. So I was like, I want my money back.
Yeah, they definitely gonna refund my shit, taking my shit to the
And
wrong
then-
motherfucking address. Bro, I got a refund when they delivered my shit across the street.
Yeah. Then when I went down to Pizza Hut because they said they're gonna remake my shit, still fucked up my order. And at that point, I didn't even care. I'm like, just give me my pizza. I don't even care. There's supposed to be another pepperoni pizza, and instead of pepperoni pizza, they gave me a brownie. So I mean, it evened out. But whatever.
Damn. That's crazy. It's always wild when like they just can't get shit right. I'm like, okay, bro.
Pretty much.
How much shit do y'all smoke?
All of it. I'm gonna invite someone to your server.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, my game just crashed. That was a
Let's
weird
go.
crash. Pred. So you're cooking? You're not playing, right?
I'm right that second. I mean, I can play, but
Zombie.
it'll require me running parts of the game several times.
What's happening?
Sorry, my game crashed.
What's going on?
My game crashed.
He sucks.
Oh, that was you that invited me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll play one more, then I gotta go to bed.
All right, buddy. I saw you were on, and I couldn't help but send you an invite. You know.
Well, I just got out of a match, and like the Kai was about to give up. I'm like, don't worry, Kai, just ignore the haters. We got this. Sure enough, we won the game.
Hold on.
I need more of you on my team.
So I was like, okay, this is probably the Kai or something inviting me to a group because there's no name except for question marks.
No, that's me. Come on.
But I looked in your server and you weren't there, and I was like, okay, I guess he's not online.
No, I'm on. I'm setting up Pred for one of my kids, so he's gonna start playing Pred. What's the percentage at there, bud? You'll be playing in about 20 minutes.
It's hilarious. They must have did a rank reset. Apparently, I'm bronze.
Yeah. I was bronze as well. I was bronze 1 on the reset, even though I was plat 3.
No, I was bronze 0, like 0. VP whatsoever.
They're like,
I
you
was
don't
oh,
play enough. Sorry, bud.
pretty much. I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, did you fall from plat?
I have no idea. I just came back when they went to play a ranked game, and I was like, yeah, you're bronze, like bronze 0. And I was like, oh,
What was the last game you played? Like, what were you?
I,
What
I
was your
may
last
have
rank?
fallen. I may have fallen from plat. Yeah, now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
so
it.
if you weren't in plat, you got set all the way back to bronze 0. Plat 3 got sent to bronze 1, and then plat 2 and 3 were in silver.
Why even bother? Like
what they wanted to do was set everyone's MMR to whatever it like to get it closer together because there's two MMRs. There's your regular and there's your ranked.
Oh.
And so the idea was to set your MMRs closer together, and then it was pretty much the main reset was for Diamond and Paragon people
Hmm.
because they started back in plat. So yeah, I have fast internet, dude. I got fiber optic. I got a skin I want to use. You getting carry? You getting support there, big guy?
I'm gonna support it because my carry sucks ass.
We got a jungle right there. He's gonna get his ass whooped. This guy's not gonna get Greystone either. Would you rather have Steel or Skylar banned on your side?
I'd rather Skylar. Skylar Steel.
Yeah. Sky.
Yeah, I went up against a Quang in off lane, and we were going pretty good. Like I killed him, he killed me a few times, but like eventually I just scaled him. But he was good. What?
Who were you playing?
Severog. Eventually I just scaled him.
I need to practice more on Sev because my Sev has gone downhill since Paragon. I used to play him religiously.
That's the new update for him where he gets that 1% aura. Oh, I love him so much.
Yeah, the Fire Blossom aura.
Yeah.
Got my new skin. Let's go. Yeah, look at this skin when we get in the game. Look how good it is.
Who are you gonna be fighting mid? Oh, Iggy.
Mm-hmm. Could either go really good or really bad. We'll find out.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
Dude, look at the skin though. Look at it. Look at it.
But the royal one.
Not any royal one. Hey, look at this. Look at this, dude. Look at this. It's the black and gold one, the new one.
Stay still. Stay still. Oh, okay, yeah. That looks sick.
Oh no, all my shit got reset. Hold on. My manual, leveling manual. So, team chat on. Next, so Discord this. Okay. Huh? You could just hit play on it. Start playing.
Where's the remote?
Right here. In a second.
Oh, I'm getting like a slight delay on my Bellica. I don't like it.
Get the remote. Go to Dada. Go to Dada. He has the remote.
Dale, go mess with the guy. I got this. Go get him, Bellica. Go get him.
Give this to Mama.
Okay, still is coming. Fuck, I'll fucking set you up. I'll set you up.
Yep.
Oh, he's done. Oh, bro. I thought I was fucking shot so delayed, bro.
I have no mana. I don't know what this guy was doing. Good shit. If you need to, come to tower if you need to. I got it back. You can take that. All right. I'm on my way, dude.
Public and private networks to actual press allow cancel.
Allow.
Oh. Yeah, got my
The family of a missing Alton woman is now offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who can.
Yeah, you want to kill this Murdoch?
You have crime in this area, but you don't have missing adults too often. We have people that run away, but they're always found. But this one, she just fell off the face of the earth.
We need to find my sister. We're running out of time. Everybody knows the first 3 days is critical.
With both Gary and Bonnie's ex clear,
Just you.
Oh, I'm
detectives are
dead.
hitting walls
I'm dead.
left and right. But they're about to be
Come on,
floored
kill
by
him!
some information
Thank you.
that reveals a disturbing coincidence in the Woodward family.
I didn't go over there for
Turns out
nothing.
Bonnie wasn't the only missing person in that household.
Correct.
I need my daddy.
Oh, shoot, and honest.
Okay, give me a second.
Bonnie Woodward's disappearance is the talk of the small town in Illinois she called home.
Bonnie Woodward has been missing.
Friends and family were gathering to pray for her return.
We need to find my sister. We're running out of time.
Investigators are frustrated and increasingly concerned.
We were doing missing person flyers, talking to local media. We were trying to push this out there as much as we can.
Maybe somebody saw her somewhere at a bus station, at a train station, in a cab, at the mall. We're trying
Here,
to
take
get
Gold
any kind
Buff
of leads
first.
that'll take us where we need
Oh,
to
well.
go.
But they're all kind of wild goose chases. Right. It's as if she's vanished into thin air.
Right. It wasn't without leads. Somebody would say they saw somebody similar in Pontoon Beach, Applebee's in Kansas City, but none of them appeared to have much merit.
We had to expand our investigation and look into everything about her life that was going on at that time.
You discover, wait, she's not the only missing person in that household.
Right. Right. It turns out that her stepdaughter, Heather Woodward, had been reported missing to the East Alton Police Department more than a week before.
East Alton Police Department, which is a separate police department from ours. So we were not aware of that at the time that Bonnie went missing. There was nothing 100% that told us that the two were linked. So at that point, we're having to do a dual
Well, I'm dead.
investigation.
I'm dead.
This is a
Cool.
huge coincidence in a small town that a mother and stepdaughter go missing in the same house. Huge. Huge.
This is why I
Remember,
hate Rick the
Heather
Jungle. It
Woodward
just
is
does no
Bonnie's
damage.
17-year-old stepdaughter. Bonnie adopted Heather and her brother Aaron after their dad passed away when Heather was just 8.
After Bonnie adopted
No,
them,
they're
it was
just
made
had
very
gold,
abundantly
all
clear
right.
they're in the family. Like, those are her kids.
The house is a busy one, with Bonnie's adult daughter Jennifer and her 2 little girls,
Oh, watch it,
plus
watch it.
Heather, Aaron, and boyfriend Gary, all living under one roof. And the family tells detectives there was
Oh,
friction
what
between
motherfucker?
Heather and Bonnie.
There we go.
It was an unhappy teenager, and it was a stepmom giving her chores to do, and there was a little resistance. At some point, they argue, and Heather wants to move out, and Bonnie initially doesn't.
You need to get
resist
that hook,
idea.
my guy.
Our investigation revealed that around June 10th, Heather went with
Not
her
yet.
teacher, and that was Christine Scheffel, and Bonnie knew about this.
That
Well,
teacher
I
pictured
guess I'll
in
go
the high
this
school
way.
yearbook along with Heather. Heather moved in with her just 2 weeks before Bonnie vanished. And now that both Bonnie and Heather are missing, investigators have lots of questions.
I'm here with the Christine Scheffel.
I wanted to get the history of how she became engaged with Heather's life. And then the number one question is, where is she now? She was last with you. Where is she at?
I had Heather now for 1 class as a freshman. For the entire year, she has been very vocal to myself and all the other teachers of the abuse that goes on at home. Things like being slapped or thrown against a wall, or woke up at 3 in the morning to wash every dish in the house. Just plain crazy stuff.
And who's the one she's alleging that does all this?
Bonnie.
Oh my God,
We
bro.
knew that East Alton Police Department was aware of these reports, and we could not get anything to substantiate these reports.
Heather painted a picture of your aunt as being abusive. What do you make of those allegations of abuse?
I can't see it. I can see her being loud with anybody, child or not, and like just being vocal, but not abusive. Like, there was no way.
Heather has been telling everyone for over a year that when she turns 18, she will be kicked out. She called and said that I'm getting kicked out and I need you to come get me.
The teacher is, I believe her heart was in the right place as she's trying to help this 17-year-old child.
Bonnie called us and
Can't
wanted
do
Heather
anything.
back. So, and I did tell her she had to go back home. So she cried most of the night.
And then whenever you came
Oops.
back on the 17th, she was gone.
Right.
So now, according to this teacher, Heather leaves her home on the 17th. That same day, Bonnie reports Heather as a runaway.
I'm just backed under my tower, bro. I can't fucking do anything because I'm
same
so
here.
fucking behind,
It was
bro.
driving
And
Bonnie
this
nuts
Richter will
'cause
not
she
come in here.
Couldn't find her.
No, he's too busy
In
farming
the
our
reports,
lane.
It was clear that Bonnie
Look at
wanted
him.
to find her stepdaughter, and
Could have been
She's
contesting
trying to help
Fangtooth, but no,
this
they gotta be in our lane.
17-year-old child.
I'm dead.
And wanted Heather back. So, and I did tell her she had to go back home. So she cried most of the night.
And then whenever you came back on the 17th, she was gone.
Right.
So now, according to this teacher, Heather leaves her home on the 17th. That same day, Bonnie reports Heather as a runaway.
Bonnie went knocking on doors. It was driving Bonnie nuts because she couldn't find her.
in obtaining the reports, it was clear that Bonnie wanted to find her stepdaughter. And she was not getting the information she wanted from the teacher, and she was adamant that no matter what, she was going to find her.
And now, detectives aren't making much headway in finding Heather either. The teacher who Heather had been living with says she has no idea where Heather might have gone.
There was nothing that we could really prove that she knew where Heather was, but clearly I'm still skeptical. Are they telling the whole truth?
She never called you back once to say, hey, I'm okay, or don't worry about me, or anything like that.
No.
With her lack of intent on trying to find Heather, and if she was that much of a mentor to her, why wasn't she more concerned about Heather's whereabouts if she didn't know?
To us, it seems odd. Are you concerned about her welfare? It's odd that she hasn't called you, but I'm a little concerned.
I believe that she's with somebody. I mean, I don't think that she's off by herself. But I think she doesn't want to make sure I don't get in trouble, or, you know. I mean, she's a smart kid.
Heather's teacher's interview only raises more questions for investigators. Are these disappearances linked? And if so, how?
As investigators, you're fairly convinced that she might have had something to do with the disappearance, or at the very least, know something.
We think the two events have to be linked some way. Two missing persons from the same house, one a juvenile and one adult, like, you almost have to believe they're related. Like, it's really naive to think they're not.
After almost a week and no sign of Bonnie, her family's anguish turns pointed, lashing out at that mystery man from the parking lot.
You let my sister go, and I'll come and get her. I want my sister.
I felt like Heather had the answers that we needed. We believe she was the key to finding Bonnie.
And that's when police get a game-changing phone call from a nearby library.
I had heard it over the police scanners. It was very strange.
It seems someone showed up there with a teddy bear and a story to tell.
Pee, Mr. Bear.
Summer is in full swing here in Alton, Illinois. Backyard barbecues, 4th of July fireworks. Bonnie Woodward used to host these kinds of events, but not this year. She's been missing for a week. And in a twist, her teenage stepdaughter is missing too. Until out of the blue, 8 days after Bonnie vanished, through these doors walks the missing teenager, Heather Woodward.
Richard, this Kalari is babysitting this
The
Iggy,
Salton
bro.
Police
You're
Department
not
received
gonna
the call from the library that there's a person saying that she's Heather Woodward. With all the speculation going around, I wanted to hear what she had to say.
They got Heather, took her to the police station, and I thought, man, they're going to find out something now.
And would you state your name, please?
Heather Woodward.
And your birthday, Heather?
Today.
Physical condition for Heather was not of anything that was of a concern. There was no injury to her. Clearly, she had been being taken care of.
What do you know about the whole situation with Bonnie and everything?
What I read in the paper.
Okay.
That's it.
And I guess you read in the paper that you were also
Yeah.
listed as a runaway also?
And I was planning on coming home on my birthday. That was the plan, so I didn't have to go back to Bonnie's house.
I was taken back that how can she be actually 18 years of age?
Like these stupid, small, claustrophobic rooms. I need my daddy. I have to pee, Mr. Bear.
But she's clutching a teddy bear.
Yes. July 3rd is her 18th birthday, so she's a bona fide adult in the state of Illinois, but she talks more like a, well, I don't want to be insulting, but like a grade school student or a junior high student.
I'm tired. I'm ready for my nap. I need my books. I need my books. Books.
She showed up at a library. What did you think?
That it was absolute.
What do you mean by that?
Like, why are you showing up at a library? Who brought you? Where did you come from? Where have you been?
Something doesn't smell right.
Pretty much.
What made the decision that you would go to the library? Why not to the police department or something?
Because I always go to the library. I walk there all the time, and I wasn't comfortable walking to the police station.
Do you think you're in any trouble?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Yes, you had a lot of people concerned about you. We don't know what happened to you. We don't know what happened to Bonnie.
I haven't talked to my mom.
Heather's thought of it was it wasn't that big of a deal that Bonnie had disappeared. It didn't come across to me that she had a lot of concern about where Bonnie was at the time.
What do you think happened to her?
I don't know. I thought that maybe she hid to draw me out, and then she'll come out now that she knows that I'm home.
That's what you thought? Why would you think that?
Because sometimes that's just the way Bonnie is, and she can be mean. And I don't know. She's just mean.
You know, I gave her the safe space to talk to me about situations in the home, and pretty much the extent of it was that she was being made to do chores and clean the house. You know, typical things that I think a lot of teenagers and youths do and should be doing.
Because I'm not going back there to be slave labor and a free babysitter. I just couldn't do it no more.
From what she told multiple people, she was being physically and verbally and mentally abused. You know, it doesn't go beyond the realm of possibility of maybe she was embellishing more about that relationship between her and Bonnie to pull the heartstrings of people that, you know, were close to her.
Too many people here.
That could be of assistance to her.
There's too many people here.
And one of those people, police begin to realize, may have been that teacher, Christine Scheffel, who took Heather in.
Miss Scheffel's been there for me for 4 years. And she was afraid for me to go home because Bonnie can be mean and sometimes she hits.
There was an investigation into Bonnie's parenting.
Yes, DCFS, Department of Children and Family Services. And they had been involved before.
And what did they find?
It was unfounded. There's no evidence of significant abuse.
Do you think Heather was manipulating adults into thinking that her stepmother was evil?
I don't know if she was intentionally manipulating adults, but that was definitely what happened.
One thing's clear to investigators. Heather was in someone else's care in the 2 weeks after she left that teacher's house, during that critical time when Bonnie went missing. So now, of course, detectives are curious. Who was she with? And why is Heather protecting them?
And then I went to stay at a friend's house.
Okay, and who was that?
Just a friend. Don't want to get him in trouble. So, just a friend. They helped me. And they knew the situation, so.
Well, you know I have to ask who it is.
She was very resistant to talk at all about where she had been or what she's been doing and who with.
They're not gonna get in trouble, are they?
Well, I don't know about that.
They don't know nothing. They don't like Bonnie. I don't want to know where Bonnie's at.
And as seasoned investigators, you thought,
why is
she's
Richter
hiding
not
something?
running through his
Yes,
jungle
and we
like
had to
running
push
down
hard
lane?
enough to get that information.
They told me they didn't know Bonnie was missing, and I don't want to get him in trouble. And they told me all my fault. I didn't mean to cause no trouble, and I didn't know Bonnie was gonna go missing.
So now, another layer to this mystery.
She was painting a pretty ugly picture of her stepmother.
And might that have motivated somebody to try to protect her?
Sure.
Are they just good Samaritans or something else?
There's maybe more to this than just taking care of Heather.
The trail will lead detectives down these winding roads into truly uncharted territory.
We didn't see that coming from a mile away.
Bonnie Woodward disappeared in Alton June 25th at about 3 in the afternoon after getting off work. Her family members haven't seen or heard from her since that day.
Bonnie Woodward has been missing for over a week. Her boyfriend of 7 years, Gary Wilmerth, says he catches glimpses of her in every passing stranger.
There was times I could be at a store, pass somebody on the street, could be the color of their hair. I remember talking to her grandbabies. They said, "Are you gonna bring Grandma back? You got a picture of these little bitty girls looking at me. Where's Grandma?" I just thought in my heart she was gonna come back. And I wasn't taking no for an answer. She was coming back.
And investigators say they aren't taking no for an answer either. Bonnie's now 18-year-old stepdaughter, Heather Woodward, who also strangely went missing a week before Bonnie, has now suddenly reappeared.
Okay, Heather, we just need to ask you a few things here.
After hours of questioning from detectives, Heather seems finally ready to reveal the identity of the people she says helped her run away.
They're not gonna get in trouble, are they?
I don't know about that, but I want to at least know where you been. I want to make sure that you were safe.
I stayed with some people from the church.
Do they have any kids your age?
Nathan. He's my best friend.
Okay. So it's Nathan Carroll's family? Okay.
The police department had learned that she had been at the Carroll house. Heather had told Roger Carroll and Monica Carroll that she had run away from home because Bonnie was mean to her, and that she had gone to the Carroll house to hide from Bonnie until she turned 18.
Both Monica and Roger were in the medical field, and their son Nathan was a typical 16-year-old high school student. There was no criminal history on record for them, no police involvement, no arrests or anything like that.
The Carrolls go to the same church in Wood River, so the Carrolls get to know Heather, I think, on church-related activities.
And one of those church activities they went to, a graduation party for Heather and other seniors, just 2 weeks before Bonnie went missing.
We obviously had to explore the avenue of, are they involved with Bonnie?
I think the police were like, well, they had, Heather at the house, then what else do they know?
We went to their listed address in the Jersey County area. They're living in among 60 acres of property. It's just a lot of wooded, open land.
What jumps out at you about Roger Carroll?
He's in his 40s with the brownish gray hair, 5'10"-ish. His primary car is a silver 2005 Chevrolet Malibu, which is the suspect vehicle description.
We tow the vehicle to our police. It's a lot of wooded, open land.
What jumps out at you about Roger Carroll?
He's in his 40s with the brownish gray hair, 5'10"-ish. His primary car is a silver 2005 Chevrolet Malibu, which is the suspect vehicle description.
We tow the vehicle to our police department and ultimately process this vehicle for any evidence related to our case.
This investigation is now shifting into high gear. Monica and Roger Carroll come in for questioning.
You are Roger William Carroll, Jr.
I don't want to answer any more questions until we speak with our attorney.
Okay. You decided to invoke your right to counsel, correct? Yes.
Heather Woodward, Bonnie's stepdaughter, is also called in again the very same day and pressed for more information about the day Bonnie went missing.
What do you know about Bonnie leaving and what happened whenever she left or was?
I mean, I know that she got in a car with some guy and they drove off, that's all I know.
Did they talk about the car?
Yeah, it was a silver and gray car, Malibu.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Does that
I know.
sound like any car that you're familiar with?
No. Besides Roger's car. But Roger wouldn't hurt a fly.
Literally have the entire team die.
Investigators then confront Heather with a new piece of information. They found out that she and the Carrolls were together at a lake house in the days just before Bonnie went missing.
They went down to Monica's parents in Goreville, Illinois on a small trip, just the four of them.
And detectives grow even more suspicious when Heather shares that Roger and his son Nathan returned home by themselves on the same day Bonnie disappeared.
Roger and Nathan came home on Friday. We came home on Saturday, me and Monica.
Why did they leave on Friday?
Monica told me that he just wanted to get home, and he made Nathan go with him.
He brought Nathan with him, got up and left at 7 o'clock in the morning on June 25th, Friday morning, the day Bonnie disappeared.
Why me?
Now, the question I have here is the guy that meets with Bonnie up at the nursing home. He's in a gray Malibu, silver gray Malibu. How do I know that Roger's not the one that met with Bonnie up there that Friday?
I don't know. Roger. Bonnie's never met Roger, so I don't know why she'd get in the car with him.
What if he told her, hey, I know where Heather is. Why don't you come with me and pick her up?
Roger didn't do anything because he can't do anything.
Do you think Bonnie would have gotten in the car with him then?
No, she doesn't care about me.
So you have a lot of circumstantial evidence, but nothing that cracks the case open.
It is all circumstantial.
There wasn't enough to link Roger Carroll or Monica Carroll to Bonnie's disappearance. However, both of them at that time were charged with harboring a runaway.
Both Roger and Monica plead not guilty to this charge, but this turns out to be a helpful tool for investigators.
In getting those charges, we can also get fingerprints, we can get photographs.
And then you put Roger in a lineup.
We did. We used this mugshot primarily with the employees at Unismith.
And that did not come up with a match.
It did not. That resulted in no.
Well, they had.
Hello? Jared, y'all done? Jared! Oops, somebody made the baby mad.
You know, Heather at the house, then what else do they know?
He's with the brownish gray.
Into high gear, Monica and Roger Carroll come in for more information about the day Bonnie went missing.
After falling home.
Did they talk about the car?
Yeah, it was a silver and gray car, Malibu. Roger wouldn't hurt a fly.
They went down to.
Heather shares that Roger and his son Nathan returned.
Monica told me that he just wanted to get home, and he made Nathan go with him.
Now, the question I have here is the guy that meets with Bonnie up at the nursing home. He's in a gray Malibu, silver gray Malibu. How do I know that Roger's not the one that met with Bonnie up there that Friday?
I don't know. Roger. Bonnie's never met Roger, so I don't know why she'd get in the car with him.
What if he told her, hey, I know where Heather is. Why don't you come with me and pick her up? Do you think Bonnie would have gotten in the car with him then?
No, she doesn't care about me.
So you have a lot of circumstantial evidence, but nothing that cracks the case open.
It is all circumstantial.
There wasn't enough to link Roger Carroll or Monica Carroll to Bonnie's disappearance. However, both of them at that time were charged with harboring a runaway.
Both Roger and Monica plead not guilty to this charge, but this turns out to be a helpful tool for investigators.
In getting those charges, we can also get fingerprints, we can get photographs.
And then you put Roger in a lineup.
We did. We used this mugshot primarily with the employees at Unismith.
And that did not come up with a match.
It did not. That resulted in no positive IDs.
The family members must be chomping at the bit at this point.
They are, but sometimes the cases move when they want to move.
Okay, if you take a minute or two, but try not to.
Did you feel like
There had to have been somebody out there that knew more than they were saying.
I think anybody that is just trying to locate a loved one often feels like somebody's not talking or somebody's lying.
Summer winds to a close without Bonnie Woodward and without answers, until news of a body found on the banks of the Mississippi River here in Alton, Illinois, leaves her loved ones holding their breath.
Every time a body comes up, we call. 51 days exactly. She's been gone, and we have not one solid answer.
That body, it turns out, is not Bonnie Woodward. But a break in the case is coming. The lab results from Bonnie's abandoned truck are back, and the results are stunning.
The crime lab comes back with a very significant hit.
Yes.
You understand what we're trying to tell you right now? There's new physical evidence in this case.
I said we have to jump now. This is our time.
I'm thinking I'm gonna die.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Okay, we are recording.
I said, stop it! Just stop doing this! Let me go! Just let me go! I'll do anything you want me to do. Just let me go!
Tonight, a third woman in danger who broke the bizarre mystery.
Bonnie Woodward disappeared in Alton
of a
June
missing mother.
I didn't mean to cause no trouble, and I didn't know Bonnie was gonna go missing.
Who's been hiding daughter Heather? And could Bonnie have ended up in the same place?
Family members must be chomping at the bit at this point.
It was a needle in a haystack. We had 60 acres of property. We didn't know where to look, what to look for.
Nathan, you've agreed to walk us through a few areas that are of interest in our investigation.
We got a hit on the prints.
And on a scale of 1 to 10 of your suspicion level, where did it go?
Yeah, it spiked.
Any idea what they were? Little pieces of white things, but I don't know exactly what it was.
The family's falling apart, and we have to jump now. This is our time.
She now is starting to put everything together and is fearing for her own life at the same time.
He said, I have killed for you. I have killed for you.
That sounds like bingo.
Summer has turned to fall in Alton, Illinois. 48-year-old mom and nurse's aide Bonnie Woodward hasn't been seen in over 3 months. That's an eternity in a missing persons case.
We didn't know technically if she was alive or dead in the months that followed. None of her family members heard from her.
But the Illinois State Police Crime Lab has been busy processing evidence, including fingerprints found on Bonnie's truck.
In September, prints come in.
Right. I got a phone call from my evidence technician who told me we got a hit on the prints. It's Roger Carroll's. So Roger Carroll's fingerprints are on this driver's door.
And on a scale of 1 to 10 of your suspicion level, where did it go?
Yeah, it spiked.
Roger Carroll is brought in again for questioning, while police, now with probable cause, conduct a massive search at the Carroll sprawling rural residence.
It was a needle in a haystack. We had 60 acres of property. We didn't know where to look, what to look for.
Neighbors are stunned by the police operation.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Couldn't believe it, the amount of police that were coming by.
And we had more than 60 police officers.
Multiple agencies.
We had a lot of people. We had cadaver dogs.
And an airborne search.
And an airborne search, yes.
Oh, there was probably close to 30 firearms at this residence. Multiple crates of ammunition were also seen.
Oh, I thought they was gonna find a body or something.
The cadaver dogs did alert on certain areas of the property, but subsequent digs of those areas revealed no results.
Meanwhile, this time in the police interrogation room for a second interview, Roger is more chatty.
My mom, she's like, oh my God, did you do this? I'm like, Mom, no, I didn't do it.
Roger tells investigators that he invited Bonnie's daughter Heather to stay with him and his family, only after becoming concerned about her account of a troubled home life.
So then Heather calls you guys?
Yes. I could hear her crying. She was just frantic, you know.
Right.
Oh my God. Bonnie called and said that she's going to come get me tomorrow, that I have to pack my stuff up, and you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. And
Right. So she kind of played on your soft hearts and said, can I come stay there?
She never said, can I come stay? Just to be honest about it, I'm the one who said, hey, you know, this is a bunch of crap. Why don't we just go, you know, she can stay with us.
Okay.
I'm the one that said that.
As far as Bonnie, you've never had a conversation with that woman, and you've never been face to face with that woman. You know where she lives, but you've never, other than you've driven by there, like 2 times, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And you've never been in her vehicle, and you've never had occasion to handle her vehicle or touch her vehicle.
That's correct.
But there's one little detail investigators have been deliberately coy about when talking to Roger Carroll.
So finally, I was, at the end of the interview, I was like, how do we explain it that your fingerprints are all over her driver's door? He stumbled just a bit and says,
Then I've been trained. I mean, no, there's no way that my fingerprints are on that car door or my DNA is on that car door. There just is no way.
He's asking, like, my prints aren't on that door. I'm like, yeah, well, yes, they are.
I don't see, there's no way my fingerprints are all over the door of that car.
They are.
So he denied it still, and the interview terminated pretty quick after that.
Not only were his fingerprints found on her car, but he denied ever having met her or ever been there and ever been in that parking lot. So what do you make of that? What?
That he's lying?
There's a third interview with Heather. Heather stays firm during this interview that she didn't have anything to do with it.
Bonnie went missing around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And his prints are on Bonnie's truck. What do you think?
I would never want nothing to happen to Bonnie. I mean, sometimes you know, she's mean, but I wouldn't do that to her. I didn't tell him to touch Bonnie. She was the only thing I knew. I wouldn't hurt her.
The police process Roger's gray sedan, but here's the thing. They don't find any fibers or DNA belonging to Bonnie, or even her fingerprints. And they don't come up with much of the Carroll house either.
After the search in September, there was really no evidence found at the residence that 100% put Bonnie there at the Carroll property.
When you take somebody to trial for first-degree murder, you better be right and you better be ready, because you only get one shot.
We still didn't have Bonnie's remains. We didn't know if Bonnie was alive or dead at that time. And what we did know is that Roger Carroll was lying. Roger Carroll, based on the lies that he told, was charged with the offense of obstruction.
Family members and friends felt that he needed to be charged with murder, but based on it only being a circumstantial case at this point, that would have been quite a stretch for us.
So the case goes cold. Your aunt is still missing. What was that like for your family?
I know that it was very hard emotionally for many family members.
It would take 8 years and one newly installed prosecutor combing through a pile of Madison County cold cases.
And the first one you stumbled on was Bonnie Woodward.
First one, Bonnie Woodward.
To breathe life back into Bonnie Woodward's investigation.
Jennifer Mudge decides to try to open a cold case, but even before you can relaunch anything, you get a startling phone call.
I got a call from Roger Carroll's neighbor, and he's asking me, he's like, do you know what's going on at the Carroll's house?
I said, God, Roger, stop it! Just stop!
Captain America. In there. Put it away.
Jared!
Put it in. Put it in there. Put it in there. Put it in there.
I'll be right back.
Go.
It's not hard. All of this, watch, please.
Wait a minute. Asher. Pick it up. Pick it up. Yeah, you put it up. Come on.
it up. Put it up. Yeah, that's purple.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got 2 people. I got 30 minions.
Think was that hard?
Yo, Jared, I'm already at 11. I'm already at level 9, bro. That was the first. That was the first time I Dang, bro. I'm even surprised I even got 1. I'm gonna keep playing plus with. Yeah, because it's like I can't figure anything out. There's just nothing. There's no. It's like. Dead. Like. I have not read that at all.
Ready for bed? Want to brush teeth? Get brush teeth.
Yo, that's not even sunset, you know? Yes, it is sunset. I can really run. Okay. I always do the rest of the round in my level.
You're welcome to, so. Over here, baby. Hey.
You lost?
Yeah, we got that's one.
Why?
The other team. Yeah, we gotta reach the jungle on these poor Cherokees.
Doug does, and I'm scared to let it. These are all on his house.
Where are they? They're $50.
Oh, we went to the.
Hey, here's your water. Go sit. Hey. Go sit. Wanna go watch my feet? Go. Where's my hug? Behind you. 752. Give me a hug. Get your pillow. Love you. Hey, I love you. Hey, I love you. Hey, I love you. Yeah, I don't care.
Hopefully I can open it. Yeah, these things don't open. That was. These are good. There's like gummy bears. Where are you putting your head in my shoe? You're afraid, chill. It's okay. It's just me.
Hey, we in my thing. Where was it?
Yeah, I got you. You say you vape, right?
Yeah.
What do vape taste like?
As I said, might be.
Oh, we got evil vets.
Hello?
Taking a shower.
No, I'm here.
All
What are
right.
you doing? What are you doing?
I had to run to the store.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Ugh. So how'd that game go?
Oh, we got our ass whooped.
Damn.
We had a Richter jungle, and he was just building straight tanks, so he did no damage. And cleared so slow and couldn't help us on any objectives, anything. And then I was getting my shit pushed in by Niggy. Yeah. So what happens when I give up mid or jungle though?
Mm-hmm.
So it's my own fault.
Doing this. Let me go. Just let me go. I'll do anything you want me to do. Just let me go. I'm fighting. I'm fighting with everything that's within me.
What are you thinking at the time?
What am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm gonna die.
Roger Carroll had been charged with obstruction of justice in the disappearance of Bonnie Woodward. But now, 8 years later, he's being accused of something else altogether by, of all people, his wife of over 30 years, Monica.
March of 2018, we received information from the Jersey County Sheriff's Department that there was a domestic situation in which Roger had caused injury to Monica.
I didn't know his connection. Right? I didn't know this was the Bonnie Woodward suspect.
So I went the next day, met her several
That's
hours
not lit
from
all the
here
way.
where she was kind of hiding out. And then
Okay, we are recording.
He told me
Yeah, one
I
of my
was
friends.
fat, disgusting, so fat and disgusting that nobody'd want to have anything to do with me.
The first thing you notice on the dash cam is A, the injuries to her
It's cool
face.
about this one that you just said like that.
And B, beyond the injuries, just the fear.
she said for the most part it was a good marriage until there was some infidelity like a few years prior. And she had recently figured out more infidelity and then had filed for divorce.
He
All
was
right, bud.
really withdrawn after served him with the divorce papers. I thought he would be happy because just a couple weeks before he said, I want a divorce.
They had separate bedrooms, but while she slept in her bedroom,
Jared?
she not only locked the door,
Yeah.
but she put a dresser up
That's,
against the
that's
door.
all right. Everyone else
She was
takes
scared.
shit.
Monica tells Detective Nick Manns about the alleged attack, in which, as she's getting ready for work, she says Roger corners her in the laundry room.
Roger is looking out the garage door, like, making sure Nathan has left. And he turned and he acted like he was going to have a normal conversation. And he reached over to the back of my head, grabbed my hair, jerked me, and then dragging me around by my hair with his right hand, he was hitting me in the head with the taser gun.
And how do you know it was a taser gun? What was it doing?
Because it shocked me.
So he dragged it up your neck.
Grab drink.
He looked shocked. And I was screaming, Roger, don't do this. Roger, don't do this. I started screaming, Nathan! Nathan! Screaming for Nathan as hard as I could. Screaming for help.
Nathan, unfortunately, had already left early for work.
So when I knew my help was coming, and I remember when he hit me up here, he hit me and drugged. And the shocked look on his face. I said, God, Roger, stop it! Just stop doing this! Let let me go. Just let me go.
Oh my god, those dogs are fucking freaking out.
It's like he was surprised that I was still talking.
I knew they were gonna get a
Monica
fucking
says she
steal.
somehow manages to get a hold of the taser and throws it into the next room.
You still have some abrasion and some little swelling there.
I have blood. Pretty much every place that these things are, I had blood smear.
All these red marks are from
These
your
are from
fight
him.
with him.
These are from him.
During this time, Monica does what so many victims unfortunately have to do, but it's a survival thing, is how am I going to get out of the situation? And she starts to de-escalate it slowly, verbally de-escalate the situation.
I was just thinking, don't get him agitated, talk him down. And I said, Roger, you've been a good dad. You were a good husband, but you're not the man that I married 30 years ago.
Why'd you kill him? Why'd you kill him?
He'd said it before, and he said, I know. I'm not that same
sucks.
person. He said, I am a monster. He said, I have so much anger and hate in me, and I can't control it no more. He said, at times I feel like I have the devil living inside me.
Eventually that got to the point where he allowed her to get up and
I don't know, like 2 years?
As soon as I got in my car, I hit the lock button, put it in reverse, and took out.
Then she provided us information that she knew him to possess firearms, and she believed him to be suicidal at the time.
He said,
They have all the wombo combos.
I've been thinking about just going out into the woods and never coming back.
Detective Mann says he went to search for Roger the morning of the alleged attack.
We believe he's a danger, obviously, to her and to our community, but also to himself.
Steele, Gideon,
So I'm driving
Bang Mao,
down this
like,
road,
bro, they got all
which
the
is
wombo
Creek Road,
combos.
which is where he lives. And this is actually, that would be his house at the time. He and Monica lived there. That was their home. I keep going up this hill. You can see it's pretty rugged terrain. I don't even realize at that time that this
You're late,
is
Mom.
his property.
I know.
So I go up here and I go left and I drive across this field and I get out of my car. And when I get up along this trail, I see something down there and I keep moving closer and it's...
These numbers.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't know why everyone's leashing now. Like, when did that become a thing?
Leashing.
Yeah, it's where the mid or off lane goes and helps the jungle take their red buff.
Oh god. Is it bad?
It's not that good.
That's what I said, because they're bad.
Yeah, in Pred, it's not very good. Mid's still missing. Maybe he's not leashing.
Oh, fuck! Blinking ass bitch. Bye! Pelica, go to your lane, bro. Jungle, what the fuck are you doing?
You don't even know. Stronghold, he has so much health. Back up.
Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
I progress. Stop.
Oh god. My god. I don't have heals yet.
I'll take 2 kills. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my god, my controller is freaking out, bro.
Increases. Ow.
What's up? Yeah.
On
Nice.
target.
Damn. Your team is bad, bro. They gotta be mad. Damn, there's gold up there. Oh, it expired. I couldn't go get it. You're stupid, Steel. You're an idiot.
Well, yeah. Did you see him die twice? Like,
Ow. Even further.
Shit! What a moron. Sorry, I did not mean to steal that from you. Oh my god.
Healing their shots.
I'm gonna back.
I will return.
By the way, what is that thing that's right next to the hand, but it's on the right?
you looking at it, bro?
Look, I was late to lane, and I'm still doing better than those idiots.
This appears well put together.
And I forgot to start my stream. Oopsie.
Just watch them get killed in like 5 seconds, bro.
Healing their shots.
Drongo going towards mid. Drongo missing. Maybe
Okay.
at Fang.
Yeah, he's that Fang. What do you mean, Murdoch?
Fuck. You wish, bitch.
Not that big of a deal.
Oh, I was just talking about fucking what's his head. Steel tried to come for me. Bad though.
Yeah, Belka rotating over to you guys. Don't know why.
Or what?
I don't know. Go gold. Steel's going gold if it's up.
What's up? They're not going gold though. Steel just went towards mid. Steel missing?
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. What I thought. I see. I keep him out of your lane as long as I could.
That's fine. We got gold. Still fucking off in
They're
mid.
going right. They're going right. Careful. Sarah's with them.
There's a word there. Oh.
This will keep hurting.
I'll be there in a second.
Oh man. You almost died there, buddy. Nah, fuck!
Yeah.
Murdoch got his fucking ulti before I got mine. Son of a bitch.
Stay still.
Oh no! Oh no!
My
I'm on my
power
way.
increases.
I'm sorry, Drongo. I didn't have my ulti yet. Coming.
On target.
They both flashed when
Stupid.
they were under tower, bro.
You're not going anywhere.
Actually, I'm gonna go take my camps.
Returning to base. According to plan. Onward.
Drongo, neither one of the opposite team has blink.
Healing their shots. On target.
He might have ulti already.
Oh, this thing now has ult.
Sareth is over here. She's by Fang. Drongo go.
Healing their shots. On target.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys want right now.
Stop.
I gotta get back for Fang.
I don't know. Sareth is probably there now.
Yeah, there's none I have to back. I have to buy. I have 3K.
Healing their shots.
No, son of a bitch, bro.
Why is Drongo lazy backing every
I
single
don't
time?
know. He needs.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm coming. I don't have much else. Fuck.
Like, I do not know what to do.
Resupply.
I have no
Drongo's
mana.
always fucking dead. They're getting all these free kills from them.
We make progress.
Is your game still going? Yeah. Be careful, because if you sit too long, you'll get banned. Like, you'll be banned for the time, so whatever the time is.
I should be cautious.
Yikes, bro. Are we playing with bronze?
Healing available. You're not going anywhere. Stop. You're not going anywhere. I progress. On target.
Fuck. Okay, Murdoch no ult.
God damn it, dude. Come on this way. I'm dead. Shimby, I need you to not fight him, bro.
No. Drongo, I need you to go back, bro. Just fuck it.
He doesn't want to get up there.
Oh my god, bro. He's gonna die. We're losing this tower.
You're not going anywhere.
I mean, I'm here.
I don't have ulti, and neither does Murdoch, though. But he doesn't have mana, and he ain't got no goddamn health. Or shit. I'm coming to you. Of course, they're backing up.
Yeah, they have my entire jungle warded.
Yeah, I can't do shit because I can't leave Drongo.
Healing their my power
It is what it is.
Hot poopy garbage.
Where the fuck is Bellica, bro?
On her way over there now.
You're not going anywhere.
Well, he just burned everything to get out.
He's drunk.
Stop.
Nope. Fuck you, homie. Better than you. You may be able to kill my Drongo, but...
Drongo's fighting Seraph alone?
I don't know why. Oh god, now he's running back.
Returning to base. This will keep hurting. I'm wounded. You did well.
They get that thing. I'm not nowhere over there.
This appears well put together.
Fuck.
Stay still.
I got everyone off me here. Sick.
Even further.
Shimmy's dead.
You're not going anywhere.
Fuck's sake.
Yep. I mean, every time I go to help somebody, I just get left besides you, so.
Yeah, now Drongo's sitting up there at fucking tower. I mean, base.
Stop.
Drongo, are you gonna play or not?
You're not going anywhere.
Fuck you, man. Waiting on something.
Just asked a question, bro. You were sitting up at base. He was just wondering.
May as well not play my fucking lane with the support I got.
Don't blame me because you fucking suck ass, bro. Can they not hear me or something? This has been happening all day. Is my push to talk not working? Like, what's happening?
I would have to mute you.
Resupplying. My precision paid off.
All my way left. Retreat.
These numbers bode well.
I'm dead.
I'm dead how this is my fault. He gets killed. He gets ultied around the fucking corner from me after I've already ultied him and saved his life, but somehow it's my fault that he's dying. Sure.
Your fault, Mom.
Crazy.
The fuck are you doing?
What would you like me to do, stupid? Tell me, please.
So grumpy.
Can you fucking hear me? Can you answer? Or no? You just gonna talk shit because you're gonna die.
Excellent work.
Of course she fucking immediately. I was trying, bro.
Jesus Christ. Drago, if you could hit one shot, it would be amazing.
No, he's too busy blaming me for his fucking bad
If I
playing.
could hit one shot, dude. Are you fucking retarded? Again, look at our fucking support. Look what I got to play with here.
Bro, we are fucking friends, you stupid
I'm not hitting my
moron.
shots. Look at the damage at the end of the fucking game. I'm hitting my fucking shots.
According to plan.
I hate to break it to you, but me and the jungle are friends, and we play together all the time. He knows how I play. He knows I'm a good support. You just fucking suck.
I don't know this person.
Shut up, Jared.
This will keep hurting.
He just warded exactly where I warded. Yeah, you're so good there, Drongo.
You flashing the wall. Okay, we all need to go Fangtooth here.
I'm pretty sure Murdoch is already over there.
Nope. Relic is dead.
Look at my support. I'm so dead. This game is so crazy sometimes.
Oh, bro. Like,
People that
dude,
play
their
this
team
game.
rotates. Where's our fucking team?
Oh god, I couldn't even. I tried to ulti her and I could not.
Saying that they have all the fucking rotations.
I got you, Shimby. Just don't die.
On target.
Shimby? No!
She dead. She kills Murdoch. Good shit. You guys gotta defend left.
Hit it. On target. Time to freshen up.
An allied inhibitor is under attack. An allied inhibitor has been destroyed.
You're not going anywhere.
Don't think I won't fight you, dog.
I'm coming. Oh. He's taking you further and further away from me. Of course they get Fang.
An enemy tower is under attack.
Please get him.
Bitch.
No, just
Yeah,
push this thing.
fucking my fault. Fucking dumb bitch.
Go orb.
You're not going anywhere.
Here comes.
Sareth. Mm-hmm. Just make sure you smite. Make sure you smite. Thank you.
Don't worry about my smite.
Yeah, I am worried about your smite, bro.
I'm dead.
Oh, I tried.
We're all dead.
Fucking bitch.
No one kills the earth.
I don't have my ulti. Ah! Oh.
No one can kill Sareth. It's crazy. Yep. Get us out. Get us out.
Fuck.
I think it's regular game time, bro. It's my third loss in a row. I'm good on ranked. Been like that all day. The weekends is the worst time to play ranked.
I mean, Lucian and I played 2 earlier and we won both.
Yeah, I can't get a single win. Yeah. Down to play regular though.
Bro, he said, look at damage. Look at my damage and look at my support. Bro, what? I really just cannot. I just love how it was my fault that he died 3 times being ultied because he was fucking lazy backing behind the fucking tower. But it was my fault because he had a bad support. Oh shit. I cannot. These people are wild, bro. LOL. I hear the kid in the background. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game is full of people who suck there, boy.
Yeah, pretty much everyone on the game, Jory suck. Everyone on Fred sucks.
Yeah. They're all fucking buns. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the lobbies with all the new people.
Ooh,
So,
they suck even worse.
If it's minions, minions just stop wherever.
Leave me alone, jeez. Get back, get back. Oh my god, I just got killed by minions.
Uh-oh.
6 minutes ago. Oh, I'll show you what I was talking about earlier. The tab thing. The stats like over here. Is this tab right?
Yeah. It doesn't show up unless you're in game.
Where you like see the Alright, when you get in there I'll show you. Cause
This is the
Oh,
stats. So first one is always gonna be kills, your deaths, and your assists. And if it's the minion thing, that's off to the right. That's how many minions you killed. Okay. Whenever you want, I guess.
Ah! Oh, these people in the middle. Hey, it's called the 15, called the 15. I'm in over there. So wait, it's called Predecessor, right? Or Predecessor?
Predecessor.
So what are you gonna choose?
I'm talking about this thing right here. What's that? What?
This is skill, death, assist, and you only have 3 minions. It's a lot more.
Second time?
Yeah, you have a lot more minions by day. The only time you don't kill minions is if you're support. If you're mid, offlane, jungle, or anything like that, you're killing minions.
Correct. Have you ever tried Iggy and Scorch as a character?
Yeah, I play them all done.
You what?
Play them all done.
Nice. How many I have already? We're good so far.
If I can't choose you, you don't have to. No, it's true.
Bro, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked right now, bro.
There you are. He has Johnny made me kill some guy. He fucking made me kill some fight.
10 kills? I have 4.
Yeah, you should be. See, where's their mid? Gideon, you should be somewhere around there.
I feel Jesus. Okay.
So just focus on him. If he tries to fight you, run away.
Alright, I'm back. Get this new sick ass shirt today there, bud. You're not even here.
No, 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 no. Oh, they're getting, it's getting attacked, it's getting attacked. Okay.
my bad. Oy. So dumb. Nobody can do anything in this house but me.
Not even you could do it.
So dumb. I actually leave my house.
Why?
I need like a bunch of shit from stupid Sam's Club.
Sam sucks.
Oh wait, when did I start the stream? Shit.
You're streaming?
Did I not end my stream 8,000 years ago? I just been sitting on this. No way.